Where are you seeing that?
Be on shortly. Come on, my aunt is on already. My aunt hit it.
I hit it. We're streaming. We're live.
It doesn't say that on mine.
So hold on.
Oh, it says it now. We in here.
Oh, I can see this. Okay, I was wondering
I can't see it.
No, the chat's there. Can you see it? The chat's there.
Oh, I see it now. I see it
everyone.
now. Aunt Roz.
We are live. Okay, so hold on. You know, we're going to start this with some affirmations of some sorts.
All right, get us started, Shireen.
All righty, hold on. But first,
welcome, y'all.
I hope everyone's having a good Monday.
My Monday has been marvelous.
Has it been good?
It has been. It's been really good.
Ooh, I see Nayetta. Hey, Nayetta.
Hey, let the kids play.
Oh, we got TikTok going. Hey, TikTok.
Let the kids play.
We are talking about our magnesium bath that we've done.
Fresh out for me.
Girl, I've been out. What time is it at? It's 8:30. I think I got out at about 5.
Did you put essential oil in your bath?
I did. I put lavender.
Would you choose? You went with lavender? I took out the lavender and I smelled it, and then I went to the eucalyptus. I was like, it's the eucalyptus. I went with the eucalyptus. I didn't go with lavender.
Oh, I see my girl Cynthia. Cynthia, go over to YouTube. We're live on YouTube. We're talking about a magnesium bath. And if anybody wants to hear the conversation, then jump on over to the YouTube and you will hear my girl Jovonnie as well. We're having this combo. We took a magnesium bath.
So I did go with a lavender mint tea though, Shireen. That's my tea. That's my herbal tea for today, the calming tea. And my tea bag says, there is pleasure in the pathless woods. Okay. So I went with, I'm still on my stuff. So I went with 2 teas. I mixed 2 teas. I have a digestive tea as well as I have a yoni tea. And the artwork for this cup is my daughter's artwork. Yeah. So we are talking about for the TikTok. Go ahead, daughter.
Right. I mean, she had these a minute ago. So, you know, I figured I'd just plop it in there. We are talking about I see people sharing the live.
Come on. All
right, Nayetta, our girl. We are talking about, this is a wellness talk. We do this every Thursday. We're live on YouTube. You can join us at blackprint.com or you can join us at Forward Vibrations. You'll check out
2347.
2347. You will check both of us out. My girl Jovonnie and I, we are talking about wellness. Now, last Thursday, if you were on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook, you would have caught us talking about an interview that Jovonnie did on her podcast, right? Jovonnie, you want to tell us?
Yes, so we had the holistic endo expert, Dr. L.J. Johnson.
Let me repeat that for the TikTok folks that can't hear you. So Jovonnie Jovonnie did a interview with Dr. L.J.
Johnson.
L.J. Johnson, and the topic was about endo and PCOS.
Endometriosis, yes.
I'm just using the short term. Hey,
it's Cynthia. It's all right.
So endometriosis, and one thing that she brought up that I was very intrigued about, and I said, Jovonnie, we got to try this out, and it was literally the magnesium bath. So we said, let's take a dip. Oh, Jovonnie got hers up on the screen.
And I got this big old dirty bucket. That I really did the magnesium bath. She shipped the magnesium flakes to my house and said, we're doing it.
We totally did it.
I went with the magnesium bath flakes, and it's the magnesium chloride. It's not the same thing as Epsom salt. My mom did ask me about that. It is not the same thing.
Yeah, your mom was in the waiting room with me, and she was saying that she actually did a Epsom salt bath. But if she knew that we stocked up the households, I can't get on YouTube. Cynthia, come on, get it together, girl. Get it together.
She's on YouTube. It says
I have another friend, Cynthia.
Oh, okay.
You on TikTok.
My Cynthia's on YouTube.
Our other Cynthia's over here. So Cynthia, go over, search Voices and Vibes with a Z, or search Black Print over on YouTube, and you can find us over there and you can hear the conversation with both of us and join the chat there. All right. Oh, before we get started, let's do our little let's do our check-in.
All right, let's check in.
Let's check in through the check-in cards. Are we doing an afterthought? Or are we doing a Slay the Mic affirmation? Which one do we want to go with on this Magic Monday? Cynthia, you want to hit black print calm, and then you should be able to find it. Or voices and vibes with a Z.
Check in. Let's check in first.
Let's check it in.
All right. I like this. I'm a routine type of person. Let me check in.
All right. So we're going to do a check-in. I mentioned before that I took this Trap Soul yoga and they sell this card game called Check-In. Just checking in, a wellness card game. So, Jovonnie and I need to do a little check-in with each other on this
let's
Monday.
Do a little yoga next month.
You want to do a little yoga next month?
Yeah, even if we just like get in a few poses every day.
Girl, that means I'm gonna have to set my camera up somewhere else.
We don't have to do it on the live, but I'm just saying let's get in the habit of really like doing a pose or two. Let's like connect with ourselves.
I'm down.
You down with that? Just do a pose or two?
Yeah, let's do a pose. You pick a pose, we'll pose a pose.
I think I got some yoga pose cards. Let's do that for December.
Okay.
Let's do that.
One came out. So for our check-in, there's actually 3 levels to this game. And my ring light is just burning me up over here. So the first one, we got level 1, which is the foundation. And for our check-in, it says, wait, we got this one. How would you describe your authentic self? Didn't we get that?
We did. Oh,
damn. That's what we got last Thursday.
We did.
And so the response is, my authentic self is enough. Hey, season to be, we are talking magnesium bath and the benefits and our experience. We did talk about benefits last week. Mm-hmm. Should we pull another one, Jovonnie?
I think we should.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll leave that one out.
You're down. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down. That's interesting that we got that twice, though.
Agreed. What do you think that means? We need to continue to be us?
We need to continue to tap into our authentic self and share our authentic self fully on social media, regardless on how uncomfortable. I'm going to take one off the top.
Come on, uncomfortable.
Right? Okay, then we got level 2, so we stepped it up a bit. And the question for our check-in is, what makes you feel, it looks like another one's jumping out. What makes you feel most connected to others? Yep. What makes you feel most connected? So people in the audience, feel free to give us your responses. We're doing a check-in card before we get talking about this magnesium bath and our experience. And like I said, my girl and I, we are on YouTube talking it through today. I think we're broadcasting on Facebook as well. So what makes you feel most connected to others? Anybody in the chat can give us their response as well. I'll sip on some of my tea.
You go first this time, Shireen. I went first last time.
No, remember the guy on the thing? Went first. Okay. And if you want to check our previous talk where we do talk about magnesium bath before our trial, it's on both our channels on YouTube. Okay. So what makes me feel most connected to others? It's funny because as soon as I pulled it, you know what I actually thought about? I thought about the first card. And so when I'm authentically myself, and when somebody else is authentically themselves, I think that there's like an honesty and a vulnerability that sometimes comes out, and it's their spirit that I connect to, right? If our spirits align, it's their spirit that I connect to. Jovonnie, I was just, while you were getting yourself sorted to come to the chat, your mom was sitting in the waiting room with me, and we were talking, and I was saying to her, like, I'm so proud. She was saying she's so proud of us. She was. And I said, I'm actually so proud of us too, because we just met in July. Like, we met in the chat, but we met in July and we've come so far, and I feel so connected to our group. And I think it's because we are all individually ourselves. We show up every time, we speak our mind. And yeah, our spirits connect. So I think those are the things, right? You love mom too, right, Cynthia? I hear you, girl. I love her too. She was up in here saying how proud she is of us. So that's what makes me feel connected to the people. All right, Jovonnie.
I like that you said vulnerability. I think vulnerability is a big one, because if you can really be unapologetically yourself and people accept that and they hear you and they see you, I think that is the most vibrant connection I think you can get, when people actually hear you and see you. I'm with you on the vibes too. Like if the vibes aren't right, it's not gonna flow. And it won't flow for long, and then you're gonna feel agitated and stifled in your growth to even want to continue to expand. But I kind of like what I think it was Cynthia saying, like, being able to send memes, like inside jokes are key. Another thing I think too is like shared experiences. Shared experiences
like
really
this bath
align. Yeah. Shared experiences really take it to a whole nother level, because it's like, for a moment, you're kind of aligning your life with someone else, and you that's precious, because you don't get that back. And life is very precious. I also like what Crystal said too, feeling listened to and understood and quality time. I think that's awesome. My Aunt Ross said, when others realize things are not your regular response and they take time to find out what's going on with me, like really tapping in, because again, that goes back to seeing you. When people really see you and hear you, they tap into you, not just what they expect of you, or want you to just kind of get in alignment with when it comes to you. Like, it's their reality. No, this is my reality. This is what I'm going through. This is, this is me. This is you. I'm not supposed to align with your expectations. So let me meet you where you are, or tap in to see how I really am. Like I don't know, like, you ever hear somebody say, how are you? And everybody expect you to say good.
Fine.
And I always follow up and be like, are you really good? Or are you just telling me you're good? You know? And if someone say, how are you? I mean, like, I'm hungry, or I'm sleepy, or I could take a bath, like I don't just say the normal response, because I want people to really understand who I am in that moment.
Yeah, I was going to say, I go back to the same thing about being vulnerable, because you check in with that person if you can understand that they're being vulnerable and they're being truthful. And I think that's what's so great about our little group that we have, is that, yes, we can be authentically ourselves, whether we're liking it, we're not liking it, we're agreeing, we're not agreeing. But to your point, we're also listening, actively listening to the response of the other person. And within a short time frame, we're able to do this. We're able to chat about how we feel with things that we're working on and with personal things, right? Your mom can easily just sit in the back and chit chat, you know what I mean, with us. So
agreed.
The vulnerability. Yeah, I was just going to end it with the vulnerability is key, because it allows us to develop trust amongst each other. And that's what's really, because I feel like if I don't trust somebody, I can't have any sort of relationship with you. Right. So
trust is a real big thing. And I think sometimes we don't realize how much we need to trust ourselves first. And we automatically look into trusting others outside of us versus trusting who we are. And then, like you said before, when you're thinking about vulnerability, sometimes we can be our hardest critics. And I know, like, my aunt, that's in the chat now, like, she was very supportive and being that listening ear as I got started with the podcast. And y'all already, was telling me, Jovonnie, just release the episodes, just put them out there. And it was like, I really wanted to make sure when I came out, I was speaking at a good pace, but I had something important to say that people were able to catch and feed off on. And sometimes you're hesitant because you're not used to hearing yourself. And I just appreciate that from her too, because, she'll be like, just slow down.
Yeah.
Get your vibe going. And so that's like, I like my intro, but at the same time, like, that's for me to just really tap in, calm down, and let's get this vibe started. And my mom loves laughing at everybody that comes on the podcast when it's time to vibe with me and the beat drops. But at the end of the day, that's just what it's all about. In that moment, we all just gonna vibe. We're gonna get this beat on, and we're gonna make it do what it do after this music stops. So I'm excited about this journey with us. I'm excited for the other podcaster that's in the building, and then for all our listeners and our supporters, because we can't do it without them.
Absolutely. I like that you said your aunt says to slow down. My grandmother would always say, "Be still." Right? She would always say, "Be still." So it's those little messages that are being passed down to us for us to center ourselves. That is not only in this setting, but can also be utilized um, in almost every setting, right? So that slow down, that be still, that check in, that trust yourself. It's in every setting, right? So I love it. Okay, so for people that are in the chat over here, feel free to jump over on YouTube. My poor friend Cynthia is over here. She's not able to come on.
We love her.
Yeah, I actually tagged it at the top, but I don't know how to pin it. And we're live, so I don't know how to pin it. I thought I tagged it at the top, but she's saying she's going to go out and buy some magnesium. So let's talk about this. And your mom asked me a question
about being still. I was still in that bathtub. Go ahead, I'm listening.
No. Was your water? My water was so hot, Jovonnie. I could barely put my feet in there. And you
that was mine too. I was like, oh.
Girl, I had to unplug some to run some cold water because it was so.
I brought like the kettle with me in case like it was going to get cold and I need to. I was like, yeah,
you brought the kettle with you?
I'm not gonna need it. I'm not gonna need it.
Girl, it's like I haven't taken a bath like that in a long time where the tub is full. My tub was so full. And I didn't think about it till I was like, wait a minute. If this is almost at the rim, how's this whole body getting in there?
all that body getting up in that water.
So did you only put the magnesium in there, or did you add like any essential oils or anything else?
The eucalyptus. I did the eucalyptus.
You added the eucalyptus. Oh, that must have been nice and relaxing.
That was it. Oh, I had the whole house smelling good. It was
yeah. I did lavender, and I did lavender oil, and I did lavender, like dried lavender flakes, like not flakes, they're like flowers kind of thing in there.
Oh,
you know,
I didn't do flowers. I'm about to try that. I'm about to try that one. Okay, so before we get into the bath,
okay,
you remember I had to do my patch test,
girl.
So I did my patch test, and I did it with my left hand. So I did it with my left hand.
Yes.
Put it all into this bowl. Like I shook the magnesium flakes in. It was I did hot water, and then I like swirled it, tried to get it all dissolved, and I put my hand in, and I just put my hand in it for a while.
What was the outcome of that patch test? Because you sent me a picture.
And I waited. I did. And I waited. And I was like, ooh. First, after I swirled it and like stirred it all up, and I took my hand out, my hand started like tingling, like doing like this little thing. I was like, whoa.
Okay. And did you eat anything out of the ordinary, or did you do anything?
This was just a patch test. No, not yesterday when I did the patch test. No, not last night. I just put it. I think it was because I put my hand in it and tried to like dissolve the flakes, and then I took it out, and I think it was the like temperature change, maybe, or maybe I put too much in that small amount for one part of my body.
Because when I put it in
there and I took it out, and I was like, "Ooh, should I keep going?" And then I put it back in there for a little while longer, and then I started getting like, you can't see it, but I started getting like a few little bumps here, and then I had my mama come and put her hand in there, and she was like playing. She was like, "Oh my God, your hand turning green." Cut it out, but she put it in there. Nothing was wrong with it. And then I looked it up because I was like, if that's my hand, I wonder what's going to be your body like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. But I looked it up and it was fine. Nothing happened after that. As you can see, it's clear. Nothing was on it.
So I wonder because, okay, so the doctor had mentioned that if you get a reaction, it could be a couple of things. It could be that you have a reaction, or it could be a deficiency in magnesium in your body. So it might not necessarily be a bad thing, but you did make a good point saying like how much you put in because how big was your bucket of water that you were testing?
It was like this big. It wasn't that big.
So how much magnesium?
And it was only enough room for my hand. And then when I told my mama to put her hand in it, so 2 hands, that was it.
Oh.
It was a good little bit. I couldn't tell you. You know how you said we don't measure, we just shake. That's what I did in the tub.
Girl,
I just shook it all around.
I didn't. I just even for this, I just did. And then I did the stir thing. I did the stir thing as well, but
I didn't even stir. I didn't stir. I felt it was hot enough. I was like, I'm not doing a stirring effect. And anything happened like it did in the patch test. So I'm just gonna ease on into this thing.
Okay. And
now so today, before I got in, I saw like a little slight little breakout on my body before I even got in. I was like, I wonder if this is gonna clear up by the time I get out. Because they said like it has like some type of like histamine effect into it as well.
But
like
what do you think was causing that little?
No. I wonder if it was something I ate earlier today.
Okay.
That could have been something that I ate earlier today. And then I'm gonna say it might have been something I ate earlier today.
Okay.
I don't think it was my jeans though, because it was a little higher up. And I don't typically wear jeans regularly, but I'm gonna say it's something that I might have ate.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't have any reaction. Like, honestly, I had my notebook beside me. I was listening to affirmations before I went in. Before I went in, I was thinking this is going to be so relaxing. I'm going to probably put on some music. I didn't light candles or any of that. I think I had said I would do like reflexology before. I didn't have time for that. I wasn't feeling that good. So I just put it on. Went in, had my book on the side thinking, I'm just going to do some writing. I was so relaxed. I did nothing except it was me and my thoughts. The most I did is like massage my legs through. And I thought, my friend's saying over here, the affirmations. Yeah, the affirmations is a good idea. Is that because your body needs it? Could it be a positive? Sorry. Oh, isn't that because yes. So my friend is asking, maybe she can hear you over here. I'm trying to
well, I'm country and loud enough. I believe she can.
Yeah, she's no girl. She was saying, is maybe because your reactions is because your body needs it. Like, could it be?
I agree. Reaction? I wholeheartedly believe that, especially since I took like seafood out of my diet. I can only imagine like where I'm getting all of my sources, my nutrients in. So I can see that. I can definitely see needing a little bit more magnesium.
Yeah, I remember being at the sorry, so Cynthia on this channel, have you found us on your TV? I think she's looking for us on the TV. I don't know. I don't even know how to do this. I just typed it wrong. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I got distracted over here.
No, are you okay? But I do pretty good though. I didn't get as many salads in this week as I usually do. And I know green leafy vegetables help with that. I did get some spinach in today. Oh my goodness, some spinach, bell peppers, and onions sauteed. Mm-hmm. So that's a good source of magnesium, spinach. So that was really good. Whole grains. I was tearing up some wild rice this week. Wild rice and green beans and potatoes. So I don't know. It could have been a deficiency. It could have been that.
But it's
funny. But my grandma breaks out in hives very easily too at times. So I know I can have like random allergic reactions. I think my granddaddy might sometimes too. So you just never know. Like the body's so complex and you just don't know if it's something outside or inside that's causing, the reaction. But
do you typically break out in hives or anything like that? Like
I can. Yeah, I have.
But do you ever get that like frequently?
I think. Let me see. The last time it happened was a couple of weeks ago. I was drinking a smoothie. But it wasn't a smoothie that I made. It was a store-bought smoothie, and I saw it like on my hand. Started like red spots, dots started kind of coming. It didn't last long.
Right. So it could be something that, maybe you had a deficiency in something or a reaction. Yeah. But so how are you feeling now? Like you came out, how did you feel? Or do you have any marks on your body?
Fresh out.
Yeah. Like no, I did have right before we hit the live button.
When I got out, I did not. What'd you say, Shireen?
No. I was asking you, how do you feel now that you're out? Do you have any marks on your body?
No marks at all. No marks at all. Even the place that I had marks before I got in have cleared up. The little like red spots that I told you I saw before I even got in the bath. They already cleared up too. I feel good. I felt really, really relaxed. And I felt like really relaxed. And I had just been running up and down the stairs, excited, very high energetic. But when I got in that bathtub, I just really wanted to stay there for a while and just really relax. But I don't know if it was because it was so hot. Now I did see that when I got out, like there was like my body was kind of red, but I think it was because of like the heat. Did you take a shower afterwards? They said
I did.
Like
I took a shower before, and I took a shower before, and I took a shower after. I was extremely relaxed. I just laid out, like that's all. I just went on the bed and laid out.
I feel like that's what I'm gonna do when we get off. But I felt very relaxed. I saw like red spots a little bit, like, but I think it was just my body being hot. Oh, another thing that I felt. Did you feel like you were kind of like sweating? Like after a while, I felt like there was like sweat, like I could feel, like your nose on your face start sweating. I feel like that started really coming out. I was like, oh, I could use like a glass of ice water. Like I started to feel that type of sweating.
Yeah, I wish I had water, but I didn't have any reactions. Like honestly, for me, it was so peaceful. The most I did was like massage my legs, and like I said, my water was too hot. But I was probably in. I didn't time myself, but I was probably in 20-30 minutes. I was relaxing, and my water remained warm. When I came out,
how long do you think we should do these? Like how many should we do to see like a real benefit? Like what you think, like 5 days?
You know what? In the tub, I was thinking I could probably do this at least maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. Like I could see this becoming a part of like a routine of some sort, because I think it's been a long time since I've relaxed like that.
Okay. I just feel like, how do I know it's helping with inflammation and relaxation and detoxification? Like how often should we really consider taking magnesium baths to see it really be effective?
Well, that's why I kind of wish that I had the opportunity to do the reflexology first, because I can feel the inflammation in my legs and my arms as well. So I thought that it would be great to have had reflexology first, or whatever that kind of bodily massage would have looked like however, like some people might do what's the one with the pins?
Acupuncture.
Some people might do acupuncture, but for me, reflexology, to go and do that and then to come back and have the magnesium bath, I think that could be something I do want a regular. I haven't felt that relaxed in a long time. And
I think I'm gonna go with 3. I think I'm gonna go with three times out of the week. So today is Monday. Today's Monday.
So Jovonnie said 3 times out of the week. 3 times out of the week?
Yeah, I think that's the only way we're gonna really tell a difference. Like every 2 weeks, you're not gonna tell a difference every 2 weeks. That's like saying I'm gonna do a meatless day once every 2 weeks. You're not gonna see any benefits from that. Shireen.
No, I just don't think that I have, like for me, I don't think I have the time to do this 3 times a week. I'm not gonna sit in the tub 3 times a week. For me, like I'm just thinking about what I actually have to do during the week. I could do it on a Friday night or a Saturday night. That's what I'm saying.
You just said you were listening to affirmations. You just said how important it is to be still, and now you're saying
but I'm also thinking about what my day looks like Monday to Sunday, right? So affirmations is different. I say them in the morning. I say them.
So maybe start with once a week, and then we'll see how.
And then build it up, because
3. I think I'm gonna just go for it.
I don't want it to become.
Then we'll go for it.
Yeah, because I don't want it to become a task.
Right. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to be relaxing. Right. It's supposed to be, effective in a different way. I don't want it to be a task either. And I don't want it to feel like it's something you have to schedule. But I definitely think it should be something that's in your regular self-care routine, especially with all the benefits that we talked about last week with regards to it.
Yeah. And yeah, so
it's a lot of benefits to it.
There's definitely a lot of benefits, but for me, I feel like even twice a week to get it in the middle of the week.
Oh, but especially when your period is on, I definitely think that's a 3 times during that cycle that you should definitely see if it makes a difference. Oh,
So,
Shereen, can you at least try that?
I'm on it now.
Oh, okay. So I didn't want to say anything because your last time you said I outed you with your personal business. So now that you know that you're on it now and you took it today, do you think you can get it in 2 more times before your period leaves to see if your period experience was any different? And you might have to try it again on the next period because it's not going to always happen that same cycle.
Yeah. So I think that it helped with like my legs, and like I get inflammation there. So the two things is I'm drinking. The reason I'm drinking this tea, right, is because I've noticed that this has helped with some of those symptoms. So now combining the magnesium, is it salt? Is it flakes? The magnesium flakes, and I was kind of surprised how they feel, right? Like before they dissolve. Combining that, like I said, I was massaging my legs while I
didn't
was
even
in there.
I was just like throwing water all on. I was like, yes.
I wasn't doing that.
Yes.
I was very still.
But again, I wouldn't feel to the rim or anything like you were. I didn't want to overflow.
There was about this much water. A little bit of wiggle room, not too much wiggle. At one point, I lifted out the plug. There's way too much water. But no.
So your legs already feel better?
They do feel relaxed. My calves tend to get really, really tight. So I don't know if people, and this doesn't have anything to do with like the menstrual period. It's just my calves are always tight. So that's why I go to like reflexology and stuff like that. My calves are always tight. But this is supposed to help with that circulation, right? So that's why I felt like, oh man, I was massaging my legs lightly and thinking, okay, if I had really had the time to get that, that would have relaxed me. And then this would have been an added relax. But like when I came out, I was a bit tired. Like I started yawning and stuff. And then I got a ping from somebody that said, are you jumping on this call? And I was like, oh, give me a minute. Let me get dressed.
So you were not really working today, but you were working today.
No, I was resting because I wasn't feeling well today.
Gotcha. I hope you feel better, Shereen.
Thank you. I'm starting to. So
can we try it? Can we try it at least 2 more times while your period is on, just to see if there's a difference?
I don't know if we'll get that many times, but we could try one more time.
Okay, I'm with that. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that.
So our next live is on Thursday. And we can definitely try another time before Thursday, before the holiday for you.
I like that,
folks.
I'm gonna shoot for Wednesday.
I'll probably shoot for Wednesday as well. Because I want to get it before I go to bed. Like I want to have nothing left to do. She did talk about how you could have like the deepest sleep. So I know me, I'll probably.
And I won't take my ashwagandha tonight, and I want to see how my sleep is different. I won't take my ashwagandha tonight to see if the sleep is different, how relaxed I am. Do I dream? Like I'm definitely going to tap into that and just see.
I'm definitely a dreamer, and I do think that. Oh, somebody on the audience, Cynthia, I gave you. You're still over here, girl. She said, I like the once every 2 weeks, but take 2 hours to read affirmations, listen to gospel music, etc. I mean, whatever works for you, right? Like we'll all kind of figure out what works for each other. I just think about like
at the end of the day, it's about your journey. Your journey is about your journey. Going to be your journey, and that's why we're just trying it. Like you said, you're going to definitely try once every 2 weeks. I think it was such a calming, relaxing opportunity, and I have people in my life that takes baths regularly. Like calming baths is a part of their regular self-care routine.
Yeah,
like a calming bath is just what they take. Not necessarily with magnesium bath flakes, but just sitting in hot water really relaxes them. And so I know that's a typical thing. And I would love to try that, either being still silently or doing it, like you said, with affirmations.
But I didn't end up listening to affirmations.
I know. And I'm okay with that. I'm just saying, like, I don't typically listen to them all the time, but I just feel like if I wanted to listen to something, I would. But I really think I'd rather just kind of be with my thoughts and kind of just sit still and see where the bath takes me, if that makes sense.
Being present. I was kind of surprised that I didn't, because I had the affirmations playing and everything was on the outside. But once I got in, it was just my thoughts. So Jovonnie, I want to ask you, when you try it on Wednesday, because for me, when I try it on Wednesday, I'm going to try it right before bed. So I don't want to engage with no one afterwards. I'm not going to consume any backlights. Hopefully I can stay off my phone.
You got this, Shireen.
Right. So how about you? Do you think you'll be trying it right before bed?
I'm down with it. Yeah, I'm down with it because it felt good tonight to do it. Yeah. Right before we get on here, and I'm going to bed after this. Like I can just feel like the relaxation is there. Like I feel like my eyes are kind of heavy already.
Yeah, I guess I was just so surprised at how calming. And you know what? I would try to add baths as like a 2 times a week kind of thing. Like,
yes,
it's like something that you would like look forward to. Like, oh, it's Wednesday.
And then you put those on Wednesday night. You're like, oh, come on. And I never call the like a shower or bath just regular time. I call it spa time. Like my brother said, you got to go take a shower, like. Enjoy your spa time. Like you just have to get in that mindset that you're really doing something for you. You're taking care of your body. Like it's such an intentional act. It's not, oh, I'm just practicing good hygiene. It's really taking that opportunity to connect yourself, touch yourself, cleanse your body, you know, like you say it all the time. Some of your best ideas come when you're in the shower. That's another effect that they said of the magnesium bath flakes was mental clarity, you know, so being able to really use that sacred time to just be in your birthday suit and some good hot running water that everybody doesn't have the luxury of having. I think we're robbing ourselves of a very essential part of self-care by not incorporating the opportunities to be intentional with these baths or these spa times that we can create ourselves right at home.
Yeah, I added a little bit of bath salt with mine, and you know what? I had the urge to like add a bath bomb, like you saying, like it just seems like we're getting ready to create an experience, right? So now I'm going to intentionally. I wanted to have the candles. I wanted to have this. I wanted to have that, right?
I like
so now it's like I love the candles, right? Like even just talking about it, I might want to put on like some frequency music, right? So I was silent and nobody was home, right? Crystal saying light the candles and relax. Exactly. But even to have that frequency or whatever you connect with, for me, my house was silent. My house was silent. And funny enough, I was thinking about strategy. Strategy was coming to mind. Magnesium.
It is, Nayetta. It is.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good for stress.
It is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way that you can say, well, it's a way that you can say it, but it's hard to say, I just don't have the time to do something that's stress reducing. You make time for what it is that you want to make time for. And everybody say it all the time. You get the same 24 hours in the day. So it's just about strategically showing up for yourself and making sure you're number one in what you do every single day for you. But I think that's what's key. I think that's what Coach Wells talked about. I think it was in episode 8 of the podcast, Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives. But the podcast that got us all excited about the Magnesium Bath episode was episode 10 of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. And that was really good. But the tea that Shireen is on her website. Yeah. Tell them about it.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll have to schedule a time for the herbalist to come on. But the tea, I am, my time a month, and I am taking 2 teas. One I swear by, and going into the holiday, eating all kinds of bad food and things sitting on your chest. The one I swear by, it's the first one I ever tried, is a Gentle Ease. Where am I? A Gentle Ease digestive tea. And it's funny because we sell these individually, and I think they're on sale right now. And I don't know what it's going to look like on Friday as yet, but I'm pretty sure. I think this one's on sale right now. This is the one, basically for your womb, right? This is the one for your womb. And this one has the red raspberry. And I know like our girl Nayada was in here talking about it, but I also looked up the blue cohosh. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Cohosh. The two of those, like this has so suppressed my pain. And so this is really, really, and it is called a Yoni's tea. It is for the womb. And the herbalist, we have a package where we sell these together. And she said that if you want to reduce swelling, that's where you'll take them together, right? But I can say that
for reducing swelling, what's the herb you said?
There's multiple herbs
that blend.
Yeah, the blend. Yeah, so it's the blend of the two, but like they're both blends, right, of different things. But it's funny because for this one, I think I had mentioned that like I got that first pain in the gut, right? And then our girl asked us, "Oh, does it have the red raspberry?" And she goes, "Oh, that will do it." And I started to look at what are the benefits of the different ingredients in it.
Right.
And there was more than one ingredient that relaxed the muscles. Right? That relax the muscles. So I was going to be drinking it whether or not we were live or not, just because it's the time of the month. And I wanted to see if it's going to make any difference for me. But I can tell you after the bath, I
think for me, it just tastes good. Because I drink it too on
when you have this period. One?
Which one is that one? The Yoni, right?
The Yoni one, yeah.
I drank that one on my period as well, but my periods are already very calming and relaxing. But I think it just helped. Just the smell of it, the blend is so good. I think it's like the mango in it too. It's just being able to see all of those herbs while you're steeping it in there. And I don't know, I don't even think I put any honey in it. I think I drank it straight as is, and it just helped me be more relaxed. So I started with the herbal tea, and then I went into my juice or my smoothie, and then I went into food, and that's just kind of how I started my day. But the period, it was consistently still pretty good. So I think it just probably helped me relax, maybe my central nervous system more than having a physical effect on my menstrual cycle, just because my lifestyle changes has already allowed me to go through those menstrual cycles a lot more,
my mine started a couple of days, and my first couple of days are always very, very painful. Very, very painful. And so like yesterday it took me like half the day to kind of get out of bed, right? Because it's just painful. Legs sore, arms sore, everything's sore.
You feeling sore right now because you took your bath today?
No, I feel relaxed. And actually after the bath, this is not my first cup today either, right? It's not my first cup. But after the bath, I didn't even have the desire. I felt to eat light, so I just had a salad.
Come on, Magnesium Bath,
I think it's a combination. Yeah, because like, who wants to
going for the herbs? They say you want more magnesium. Look at you.
Well, I think it's a combination of the teas and the magnesium. You know what I mean? And like after, nobody wants to feel anything heavy on their chest, right? Agreed. Nobody wants to feel anything heavy, and so if I didn't get that text, I would have laid out until like we had to jump on this call, right? But I got a message saying, "Where you at, girl?" So I had another call before this one. Where you at? You're late. I was like, "Oh." So yeah. And so okay, so we have Cynthia. So Cynthia and her daughter have tried, actually a handful of people of my friends and family have tried the digestive one. Not this one. This is my first time. This is like I just bought this package from my own site from blackprint.com, but the digestive one, if you have indigestion or anything like that, and she's saying over here, I love it. It really works, flushes out the oily foods. So if you are eating hefty and in abundance this weekend, right? Because it's like the holiday out in the US, or even on a regular basis, this one will help easily digest. You're not going to be running to the bathroom or anything like this. This will be easy. And I can appreciate that. Like I can't eat pizza late in the night. That's not me. I don't even really like pizza, to be honest with you, but it's just not me, right? But if I do eat it late in the night, I'm going to feel it on my chest. So I would take that type of tea. Whereas I would take it. I think I was taking it in the evening, and I spoke to the herbalist, and she was like, "Oh, you're supposed to take it first thing in the morning." And so we talked about steeping it and having it hot. Cynthia, my friend on TikTok here, she actually steeps it and puts it in the fridge overnight and drinks it cold.
Yeah. In the morning still? She still does it in the morning, or she does it at night?
Cynthia, are you still there? She does. I think she does it all throughout the day. And so I know her daughter does it. But Cynthia, her daughter likes it hot. I like it hot. But when she told me, "Oh no, I steep mine overnight and I put it in the fridge," and I was like, "What you doing?" It's tea, and she's like, "That's just the way I enjoy it." So, and it works same way, right? Right. And I think, she said, "Oh no, she doesn't put it in the fridge. She said she keeps it out on the counter, room temperature." She's responding, so she is still in the chat over here. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for keeping us up. Okay, she even said first thing, but she
so first thing in the morning is when she
drinks hers? But she likes room temperature, so she's not doing it hot. Because I'm taking it hot. I've done it cold because I put it in like those. I can do it two ways, like in the coffee press, but or also in the little bag for it to just steep. But
it's a combination. I just like tape. I don't even know what the package said. I was just like scoop. And I put it in there, and then I just like poured the hot water over it, and I just let it go until I took my shower. And I came out and I like drained it and let it go right back in my cup. And I just packed it up and took it to school. And I was like, oh, it smells so good.
Well, our friend Cynthia over here is being very descriptive in the comment. I don't know why you don't come to this chat, girl. I gave you how to get over here.
Well, I'm glad she's talking about it. I think it's good that she's mentioning the digestive tea, and she had a good experience with it, because like you said, we're getting ready to eat a lot of heavier foods. Where now is the season to eat heavier foods with traditional Thanksgiving meals into Christmas meals. And I think people definitely have to watch not only their hunger pains, but pay attention and listen to how their body is responding to the things that they're eating. And then that way, if they know it's time to take a break or eat, like you said today, when you got out your bath, you wanted to eat lighter. You went craving for the raw foods. You went for a salad before you said you wanted some, some other things that would cook food. So I think that's good that you were listening to your body today, but the teas could definitely help.
Well, our girl over here said, you get about she oversharing. But it's good for information. So she is saying like you get a bowel movement after like 30-45 minutes with the digestion.
Okay, so you need to be close to the bathroom. See, those things are important to know.
No. So that's what I want to correct you with. No, it's not. That's what I said. It's not a running to the bathroom. It is so.
But you still need to make sure you have access to go to the bathroom.
No, everybody's different. That's her body. I've seen other members take it and they either just release like gas from the top or the bottom, but they're not running to the bathroom. I've never ran, so it's not a laxative.
Correct. But as a teacher, I need to know if I drink this in the morning, I might need someone to watch my class so I can go to the bathroom in the event that I can't go by my planning period. So it's just knowing that it's a digestive tea that's going to help the digestive process or whatever needs to flow out of me. I might need to be ready to go to the restroom. So that might be something I drink on the weekend versus potentially.
Yeah, but I don't want to misconstrue the type of movement.
Of course.
Right. Yeah. So even she's responding saying here, hey, you can mention menstrual bowel movement is healthy. No, you don't get run belly. So like it's no different from just going to the bathroom on regularly is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
So you're not going to
high fiber, because that wild rice had me going to the bathroom this week too.
And this is not like that, right? So it's not. We say in the Caribbean like run belly. It's not like that. So
never heard of it before. Say it again. It's called what? Run belly.
We don't all say it, but yeah, we might say like run belly. Like you're not running to the bathroom. It's not that tight. It's not a laxative. So your body's not moving the same. You just might go to the bathroom as you normally would go to the bathroom. And it's very, the name is very appropriate for the type of herbs because it is very gentle. It is ease. You'll be in and out of there. You won't be, watch my class. I'll be back in 10. You'll be like, I just need to go to the bathroom as you normally would. Yeah. It's not.
I like a good smooth move now. I like a good smooth move. I'm not trying to be in there long. I'm with you on that.
And that's just depending on your body type as well.
Agree. And what you've been consuming, what your body's trying to digest, break down, and get out you. I got you. Yeah. I like that. I like a good cleanse. I think sometimes people make going to the bathroom like a bad thing. And all it is your body just cleansing and getting rid of the stuff that you do not want. And I'm glad that we kind of brought that to light, because that's the whole purpose of what we're doing. Even with the magnesium bath, like that's a detoxification. It's allowing your skin, the pores, your body, like it's cleansing. So
I think and causing that movement, that flow within your body, right? So if you have, we talked about like the inflammation and you needing your body to, for me, I always kind of use my arms as an example where it might be inflamed. Whatever I'm consuming, if we just didn't eat that great, or we treated ourselves a bit too much, right? This is just one of the things that you can implement into your regimen to cleanse, to get your body moving, right?
Or like you said, that our inflammation, or if you're trying to move more towards a anti-inflammatory lifestyle. And I think that's what's key. It's not necessarily always what you're eating. I love eating anti-inflammatory foods, but also being able to get in these regimens, and putting these minerals in, even just a simple bath where you're on an automatically have to cleanse yourself to help with inflammation. And I think a lot of times people don't realize inflammation is the key to so many chronic illnesses and chronic symptoms that you consistently have, that you know your body's having, that you're not really doing.
Not listening to
do. Just not listening at all. And your body's speaking loud and clear, and you feel it, you hear it, but yet you're still comfortable with what you're familiar with, and you're not necessarily making shifts and trying different things to just kind of see how your body responds to it. Because again, it's your healing, it's your journey. So
it's to gradually make those changes. And as we, and I can see my eyes too getting tired as we, you know how people start feeling the pressure as the new year starts rolling around, right? To start, I'm going to make what do they call it in the beginning of the year?
Resolutions, right?
Resolutions. I never set resolutions, right? Personally, but this is when people start feeling pressure because the year's changing.
It's a new year, so they think I need to be. Let me think about what newness I want to accomplish, who I want to be in this next 365 days.
Yeah,
I got you. When clearly, just like what we're doing now in our 90-day accountability group, like every day is a day that you could continue to evolve and be intentional about taking action to accomplish goals and be the person that you want to be. You don't have to wait for a new calendar year to start.
Or Monday.
Or a new week. Like it just takes that next decision to just choose something different, or have a different mindset to shift, to be able to start evolving and going in a direction that you would like to go in. So I agree with that.
So I like that we're having these conversations, because this is when someone can kind of think, you know what, let me give that a try. Let me see how my body feels. As we're saying, you can start anytime. So if you need to have that movement, if you need to start releasing toxins, if you just need the gradual things that you can start implementing, you can go crazy and buy a big bucket.
Or send you home, girl.
A small bucket, a small bag, a smaller bag.
Come on, let's go. Let's tap into this bath. Let's see
how we through. I'll give you 2 cups. I got enough for a few of us. But it's these little things, and we are doing this, right? Like we're just trying this for the first time. Okay, how do we feel? We'll check it in.
So we're going to do it again on
and
Wednesday.
Now do it again, and then check in again. Right?
There we go.
And so that's how you decide, is this something that's for my body? Is this something that I want to
did I like this experience, and do I want it to continue into my healing journey and see how well it continues to move me, and allow me to connect with me? And I think, again, it's these moments, even with the baths, that you're connecting with yourself. You're being intentional to be still and connect with yourself. Whatever your thoughts may be, your body might be telling you, it's just being intentional about being intentional. And I am so grateful that you sent me the magnesium bath flakes. I'm excited that I got to take my first magnesium bath flakes bath. I'm looking forward to doing it again on Wednesday. We're going to see if there's any changes or differences, and we can definitely talk about that on Thursday, in addition to our next topic. And I'm just grateful that we're being vulnerable and transparent with our journey, Shireen. Like, I think that's really good because so many people are on their own healing path, and you don't necessarily know what people are trying and doing until you hear about it, and you just want to see how it's working for other people and if it's something you want to tap into. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in and showing back up and checking in on us to see how the baths are going, tapping in on the comments, adding into the details and the insight. Anybody gonna take another magnesium bath or interested in trying it now that you know we survived it and we didn't come back green and red and bumped all up?
Small bumps that went away, which we'll do again, right? Which might not happen again, sorry, but we'll try this again. But I don't know who else is still there. I think we have a few folks that are still here. I've kind of closed this. I've closed.
Well, go ahead. Give me that last card, Shireen. Give me that last card. So
well, I was just opening it up. I think we're ending with afterthoughts, right? And so these are mini meditations for the end of each day. We are wrapping this up. We haven't discussed yet what we're going to talk about on Thursday, but we'll figure it out offline and come back and surprise the folks.
Y'all just keep rocking with us. It's gonna be good.
For sure. Once we have it there, you will see it. You'll see it posted. But all right, I'm shuffling.
Okay.
I'm getting us. This is the slower shuffle. Also because I'm tired.
So while you shuffling, again, my name is Jovonnie. I'm the host of Empowered Plates and Power Lives podcast on all podcast distribution platforms. Also on YouTube for Vibrations 2347. I'm also the founder and CEO of Forward Vibrations, a Black wellness brand. And I'm so excited to be here, be on my journey. And I love you, Shireen.
I love you.
Appreciate you coming up here and having these wellness talks with me, girl.
All righty. So I
Black print
coming out as
Black
well.
Print.
I will give my little.
I got you. Come on. You're going to shuffle out.
Okay. I got one here. I will give my little exit. Okay. I read it already, but I'll post it in a second. So I will also thank the audience and you, Jovonnie, for joining me for these wellness talks live. You follow us on different channels. Jovonnie just gave out all her channels there. I am at blackprint.com where you can check out the teas. We have different bath salts, etc. For the podcast, it's Voices and Vibes. And so thank you for joining us on TikTok, on Instagram. I think we're on Facebook right now. So on Facebook, you'll probably check us out on blackprint.ca and Instagram, blackprint.ca. and TikTok, blackprint.com. So we have both. Okay. So, and Voices and Vibes is at all your podcasting, streaming places. All right. So this one says live. I can't see. Okay. This one says live on the front, on the back. And then our card says, hold on, we're ending it.
I like it.
Live without apology. So this is,
I
feel like this is, we're ending kind of how we started by talking about being authentic, but like when you're authentically yourself, you can, I can't see the damn card. Live without apology. There we go. Somewhere there.
You gotta, I think you gotta hold it and let it pick up.
It's because I have the ring light.
No, it's coming. Hold on. It's coming. And go down right there.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Live without apology.
So, these cards were made, I mentioned before, by a psychotherapist, Francine or Roxanne, and they're called Afterthoughts, and they are mini meditations. We don't sell them, but she is on Instagram. You can, I don't know her Instagram on the name of it off the top of my head, but maybe I'll add it to the show notes so you can check it out. Great Black psychotherapist, and she has some great content about healing. So it's applicable for our wellness days.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's great to start the week off too on a good Monday to remind you to live without apology.
Absolutely. Every day, all day long.
Let's go.
So thank you everyone for joining us. We will be back on Thursday. What's Thursday's date, Jovonnie? Let's take a look.
Thursday's date is
the 23rd. Gotcha. 23rd of November. So come on back. I think we're 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. CST.
Central Standard Time. Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Yeah, we'll figure out the next topic, but We'll also take another bath.
We will.
Any other baths before then, but another magnesium bath. Thank you, Crystal, for joining us. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for joining us. All right. Take care. Have a great evening.
Be easy, y'all.